Okay, I can barely hear it. Yeah. Dang it. You are live.
I figured. How we doing? Welcome everyone. It is Friday, and I have a whiskey. Our cars are. Let's see. Our cars were picked up. Let me see where they're at. We put air tags in them. They're on their way to Smokies. Smoky is no jokey. Let's see. They are. Whiskey Friday is live. One of them is here, the Aston. The other one is on I-5 South in Seattle after being all the way up into Bellingham. Looks like they went and did a pickup. What's up, Rob S? And yeah, looks like they're just a little bit north of University of Washington, coming back. They'll probably be going across country next week. They're on their way to Hennessy Porsche in Alpharetta, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. And we're going to pick them up on Tuesday the 22nd after arriving the 21st. For Smokies 10. What up, Taj? How we doing? What up, Larry? How's every little buddy? Happy Friday. Hopefully Mr. Taj has his family in at home and maybe can enjoy an early libation. Cheers. Got some High West Double Rye with the Croatian mixer, which might be done with here in a few weeks. Gonna have to get some more vermouth. Yep, it was raining. We got our 991.1, which I forgot to put 4.0 stickers on. Oh well, we'll see how they work. So far they're working. They're in trailers now and still getting picked up. So maybe my air tags are air taggier. What's up? Just kidding. Really excited to show people the 991.1 with the .2 GT3 swap.
Yep, you heard that right.
Yep. It only rained on the RS?
Yep.
On the black car?
Yep. In this moment. Right?
Of course, it only rained on the black car. That's pretty funny.
In this moment, it literally just started.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That's fine. I waxed it all up. It should wipe off if, you know, that's going to be the least of what it sees. Jamie Luna. Good evening, Jamie. Any news on updated 4RS header over axle pipe? I am missing context, my friend. We have many 4RS headers and over axle pipes in stock. They are the most recent revision.
Crush.
Yep. That is the 3D printed over axle pipe. Yeah, there we go. We'll let Ted handle that in the chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your fine help. I'll wait for Justin to get back. He's going to bring me a prop, and then we're going to throw up. Do you have pictures of the monoblocks, the gold and or silver monoblocks that we just sold the very last pair to my good friend?
Oh, I don't.
I do, but actually I know where I can find it. Give me 1 second. We're going to show you the wheels that we just sold the very last of. They are the last of their kind in the whole world. They do not exist anymore. Well, not new at least. These will all be used ones. Wrong one. We need to look here. Jesus. There they are. There, we want that. And we have 1 second. Please bear with me while I play with my phone. Better than playing with other things. Well, it depends. Sometimes. There we go. Send social media. What's going on, Oris? Welcome. Gabe is not running SLB at COTA this weekend. I'm not sure what's going on with that team currently. If he is, he has not asked anything. I think the car is getting sold, maybe? Gabe was looking for something else. So I don't know. That was an interesting arrangement. So the car was owned by a gentleman, Jason Chin, and Gabe campaigned it. I don't know if he was, if there was some monetary compensation or something going on, but Jason is racing other things. So yeah, the wheels on the right went to our good friend Douglas Perry for his 997.1 GT3 RS build, which was white. Those are gorgeous on his car. And the gold ones went to Jesus, who just picked up Jesus Dorado. You might remember him from years ago, Touring Frog. He had a green 991.2 Touring that he had full Dundon sauce on. He just picked up a 997.1 GT3 RS. Tell you what, those 997.1 GT3 RSs seem to be the new hot girl in town. Everybody worked through the .2s and they're working their way into the .1s. Maybe 996 GT3s will become the new hot girl. You don't know. Actually, you kind of do know. Those headlights are a little hard to get around. But anywho, Super Lap Battle is this weekend. Well, how about that? I think Matt is campaigning in Super Lap Battle. Is that right, Larry? With a 4RS Labrat? I think I saw that picture from Mike, which he replied to me on Instagram, and I squirreled and did some other something else, and I don't remember what he said. Let's see. We chatted on it, and in the end, you wanted to stick with the stiffer rates, especially after considering how the other cars' standard rates. Okay. All right. Mike works some magic on the rear toe, which should help a little bit, I guess, for Matt. We'll see. We'll see. All we can do is give guidance out in the world. We don't know for sure. Yes, it was the AutoWorks White 997. That's correct. That is Dougie's car. Oh, I couldn't see that. There they are. Yes. Those look so good. So hot. What's crazy, that's white gold, and they look like gold on a white car. They look white in that picture. Anyway, that was my one and only foray into having custom wheels made. Those are the last of them. It took almost 9 years for them all to sell out. And I actually bought those back from Moody, who bought them out from under me from BBS, which is kind of shitty, but you know, that's how it goes. You can swap some things around. You want to put Dougie's car up. We'll get to see Doug very soon. He is joining us at Smokies. It'll be his first Smokies in a few years. Yeah, he's been out of the car game for a few, so it'll be good to see him. He's always a hoot, very charismatic individual. He's been, hold on, I'm gonna break myself here. I'm gonna try and take my jacket off. There it is. That's a sexy girl. Looks so good. Yeah, and it's done. That's what these are. Bam. Right here. Ready to go. Been in stock for a while. Don't wait. Buy now. Don't wait. Buy now. Ready to go. Yes. So these, there was on some cars a slight interference with the axle at full droop. It wasn't a big deal because that would never happen unless the car was airborne. Well, now there's absolutely no issue at all. This has got the same cross-sectional area. The flow is great, has no problem. That's all 3D printed organic designed goodness out of 347. So we're very happy with that. They've been installed. Cars are very happy. Customers are happy. The world is happy. Everything's happy. How about that? Well, except for the stock market in China, and for people that import things from China, they're not happy right now. Hopefully that works itself out, because holy hell, no idea. Treasuries aren't happy. The stock market isn't happy. Trolley lolly la. Have another drink, Buttercup. What else? So, cars went on a truck. Oh, I cleaned up the PPF on the black car, on the 9923 RS, and I was really surprised by this. There's a new product out by Guyon that I was excited to try. It is called a PPF Rejuvenator, I think is what it's called. I made a post on Instagram about it. Justin probably can find those pictures. They are on our Instagram page. One second. Let me see what I can find for you. Go.
You got 'em?
Working on it. Maybe? Wow. We posted a lot since then. How about that? I actually didn't get a picture of it. Anyway, of the stuff. Anyway, it's Guyon. It's PPF cleaner upper stuff. Didn't work as well as I wanted it to. But what did work, and I was surprised by this, was Griot's fast correcting cream, part of their best of show system, their boss system. Used that and a microfiber pad on a Rupees Bigfoot orbital buffer, and man, it really cleaned the car up, cleaned the PPF up something beautiful. It was a little hazy, and we've done a lot of shit to this car in the last year. We've had this car a little over a year. You got a picture of the rat for everybody? It is our current experimental car, the one that we are working on and developing on. And it had Christmas lights wrapped around it. It's had many, many track days, lots of bugs from last Smokies. It sits out in the rain half the time, outside, and then put away in the building, and then put back out. And the heaters are on in the building, so the rain dries quickly. And it's just not the best care and feeding of a black car ever. But I was able to get it cleaned up. I did a wash, decontamination, and polish on 2 cars in one day. I was tired after that day, but it was good. Cars are beautiful. They're nice and clean. On the white car, yeah, there we go. On the white 991.1, I got a little aggressive on pulling the PPF off. Well, I did when I first got started, and then I went home and got my steamer and pulled it off easily. And then one of the guys who's no longer with us pulled some more off and pulled paint off of the hood. So there's clear missing from the hood and now clear missing from a fender. So we're going to have to get the front end re-cleared. The paint's still there. It's just the rest of it's not. We got to get the deck lid painted anyway, so it's not a big deal when the deck lid comes in. Brian, it's not that the Canadian dollar is getting stronger. It's the U.S. dollar is tanking. So yippee skippy for that. Means everybody's, suppose all around the world, everybody's looking for Dundon parts that are not in the U.S. You can get them cheaper. So, hey. There was a .2 RS crash at the Ridge last weekend? Tyler, I did not hear about that. That was at turn 2? There was a 991 that had either no brakes or something through turn 1 today at the Ridge. Have not heard of these Had not heard of a Porsche event in a while. Yeah, Oris trades Forex, so he knows the dollar intimately and what's been going on. It's been getting hammered, yes. Steel gray silver color at a turn 2 event. It's a .2, right? I think I know who that is. I don't know his name, but I'm sure he does not want his name plastered all over with this. So, into the wall, which wall? Like turn 1 or after turn 15? So on the straight?
Turn 12, it says?
Oh, turn 12?
On the top.
Turn 12?
At the top, isn't it by the flag?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like 9, 10, 11. So
Damn.
12 is the off-camber right, correct? I never remember the turns. Like the next turn after the thumb, right, Tyler? I believe so. Suppose we could bring up a track map, but yeah. Yeah, turn 12 is the right-hander after the thumb. That's what I thought. Okay. And there's a wall over there? Like way off the track? Wow. I don't remember seeing a wall over there, but maybe there is. So, must be the start of track season. A lot of cars getting out on track. Don't be that guy if you can help it. Make sure your car is in good shape. Everything on it is well maintained. Your brakes are up to snuff. If there's a wall, it's way off the track.
Turn 12 is right here.
Yeah, that's turn 12.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like right here. Damn.
Yeah, that's cooking. Was it on Sunday? Was it really wet? That might be why. Wait, their days were Friday and Saturday. There wasn't anybody. The motorcycles were there on Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, anywho, what else is going on? It looks like Porsche is loading up a bunch of cars in their dealers while they've got 90 days of less tariffs to move things into the U.S. That's some scuttlebutt that Justin found for us. They are putting them all on boats and getting them all over here quick. So there should be inventory at your dealers. They're moving quite a few more in first quarter than they did in 2024. So now that said, what's coming wouldn't be that because Q1 stopped March 31st. So, oh yeah, Larry, I get it. I know why there's a wall, but that wall's really far away from turn 12. So that's why I don't recognize that there's a wall there at all, right? There's like nothing here. But I suppose by the time you found the wall, you wanted there to be a wall. So there you go. So if you're in the market for probably a non-GT car, although I am curious if there's some 4RSs on the ground that are coming on their way here. Won't know until we see it, Brian. 992.2 GT3 will get 4 sets of cats. Don't know. 4 cats and an OPF would be a bit excessive, in my opinion, especially since U.S. regulations have not changed. As long as they're not monitored, then we'll be okay. I have heard a rumor that they are. even then, we've been dealing with that for a few years for international guys, and there are solutions for that as well. So don't you fret. Don't you fret. But nothing's known until it's known in that regard. What else? What else should we talk about this fine Friday? You had some other topics. Let's see what else we got in here.
Did somebody drop a video this week or over the weekend?
I think Barry's got a new video out. Since we talked to you last, Randy Popes drove Barry Miner's GT4 RS this past weekend. So we had some drama on Friday about email that we sent out that was more interpreted incorrectly than written incorrectly. That said, we made a good effort to try and kill any and all possibility of misconception. At the same time, Randy and Barry were running Barry's car at COTA. The car did really, really well. Randy's 2 seconds faster than he was. He did 18.9s, 2:18.9s with the car stock with Hoosiers on it. He's down to 2:16.9s with the full jam on it. They were making some setting changes. Barry and I talked for about an hour to in the future, if and when he comes again, we would like to be involved in the setting changes, just because, you know, we did kind of create the package and know what the toggles do and what things we would change. Randy was concerned about he was having some high-speed push, is what he described it as. Okay. They also left the wing at only 1 click different than where we set the car up for Barry. For a pro driver, we would have probably taken 3, maybe 4 degrees of wing angle out of the car. When an amateur's driving the car, we want to make the car very, very easy to drive fast without any fangs. And a pro wants to be able to rotate the car. He wants neutrality, right? He doesn't want to take an axle out of play. When we have an amateur drive the car, we want to take an axle out of play for the most part. And then as they progress, we can dial a little bit in so that axle moves a little bit and you can get good 4-wheel drifts going through high-speed corners, all that kind of stuff. Groovy. So honestly, I think they only needed a couple changes and Randy would have been happy. They were twisting a lot of dials on shocks and whatnot. And they did make it better. Randy did say that he liked it. We're going to get together. We're going to invite Mike back. I just wrote to him today, Mike Kojima, and go through if and when you're doing this on your own, what should you do in what order and why? That kind of thing. So give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes how a race engineer might attack this. Now, the difference is we don't have any data from Randy's laps. We don't have any telemetry. We don't have any histograms. We're just going by, hey, car feels like this. Okay, let's try some stuff and see what happens. So, manual GT4, we'll talk about that here for a second. Rob has some questions. Manual GT4 exhaust and tune. We are still waiting for Cobb to open up some more maps, is how that's going. Likely, we may end up going down a slightly altered path for that. We do have Simon at Driver's Choice in Florida has that complete package on his car. It's very, very good. He's still setting lap records. He currently holds #1 at Roebling Road in his 718 GT4 against Cup cars and a bunch of cars on the Garmin leaderboards that he posted not too long ago, which is fantastic. Says a lot about Simon as a driver, and a little bit about the steed that he is driving. That it has that kind of capability to keep up with cars of that caliber. So we'll see. We can only do what we can do. So yeah, there you go. Like Tosh said, there's a bit of a delay from what I'm saying to what he's saying. Aaron, I agree. I think that is possible, that the OPFs are monitored on, hopefully it doesn't have over axle pipes. But yes, the OPFs are monitored on the GT3. I've heard rumor that that is the case as well, but we don't know what we don't know. So once we see the car here and it really is that way, then we'll do what we need to do. There are electronic means that do not require tuning the ECU that we've been using all around the world successfully for the 992.1 because it came with monitored OPFs. The 992 RS does. A whole bunch of people around the world have our parts on the car without an issue. So if that is what it takes, then that will be what it takes. So there you go. Yep.
How'd it go?
So I wouldn't fret, y'all. I wouldn't fret. There's always a solution. Sometimes it's simple, sometimes it's not. Pumpkin should be coming back soon. Our friends in Australia sent me some visuals of the new circuit board that is off to prototype manufacturing, which is very exciting, especially for me. I would love to get my orange 997.1 RS back on the road. We also learned some things. I'll give you a little bit of the backstory on the white car. So we put a 991.2 GT3 4-liter in there. I'll get back to that, Rob. That's a good question. We put a 4-liter from a 991.2 GT3. We're calling that our finger follower fix because, quite frankly, it's cheaper than anybody else's finger follower fix. And you don't have to take your engine apart. You could just sell your engine. There you go. There she is, looking all sweet and pretty. We've got our full carbon splitter on the front, which will be available for sale shortly. We'll probably try and get that all together next week once Charles is back and we can confirm a few things. Our deck lid is finishing in CAD based off of the 3D printed prototype that we put on the car. And then it'll go to final approved and put that on to manufacturing. Mike, on a 992.2 GT3, I have no idea. No idea. Won't even begin to quote it because I don't believe anything Porsche says until I get it on my dyno as far as what stock is. So, if it's gonna, I mean, we could guesstimate if it's essentially the same engine as the 992 GT3 RS, then it made, I think it made 25 wheel. I think it makes 25 wheel with just the headers. But we'll see. The 991.2 GT3 engine in comparison to a 991.1 GT3 3.8 liter engine with all of our goodies on it made over 100 wheel horsepower more. So I would say that's really exciting. And who wants a 992.2 GT3 when you can buy a 991.1 GT3 and make it look like that? That's dope. Super fast, super fun. And Charles, we may have figured out how to potentially make a 991.1 touring. Potentially. Which, thank you, big thank you to Porsche of Tacoma They were very helpful with this. We actually had to tow the white car over to them. We needed one of their portion networked PWIZ access for Charles to do some clickety-clacketing and get some modules back happy again after we changed some transmissions and whatnot. So big thanks to them for allowing us to do that. That was very clutch. And through all of that, Charles figured out certain order of operations when you're coding and calibrating and dealing with transmissions, and you put them into cars and you change them. Like we put a 991.2 GT3 RS transmission in a 991.1, and it has shorter gear ratios. So you would say, so what? Well, the PASM was freaking out because the output shaft speed sensor modeled shaft speed and actual shaft speed were very different, and the car was freaking out. It was like cutting torque and cutting power and doing all kinds of crazy shit. So the other thing I'll say is, as quote plug and play as this is certainly something we're not just going to hand off to everyone for free. Charles has massaged and or dealt with a number of maps, like well over 200, to get the car dialed in just nice. We've got a couple of connectors that we had to make custom to get the engine in there and make it play nice for things. So yeah. That said, it is a fantastic upgrade. This car pulls like a madman. So anyway, enough doting on the little white car. She's all shiny now. So yeah, to Rob's question, Rob is asking what system should you run on a car to get adequate data? So adequate is the first question. Let's define that. If you're trying to make yourself a better driver, anything that gives you lap segments, Race Navigator works really well. That's what we use. It overlays video. You can, for most of the cars, get CAN data. That gives you where you're hitting the brakes, where you're hitting the throttle, and what you're doing with the steering wheel. Those are important things to have from your data system, besides it just giving you lap times. Those are important things to do if you want to improve as a driver, not just show lap times off to Instagram, right? So if you just want to show lap times off to Instagram, Garmin is great. It didn't, I think it's better now, but it didn't when we first started using it, have a lot of post analysis capability. It's very simple. It's literally plop it into the car on the mount, run the camera, you're done. You don't have to do anything else. It's great. VBox is decent. Post analysis with VBox is a little clunky. Uses a PC or a Mac, and it has its own analysis software. Race Navigator, you use an iPad. Downloads really quick. You get all your overlays. You can check everything. Race Navigator can be a little fiddly on setup, but once you get it dialed, it's really nice. If you're gonna add shock pots or other external data like tire temps or these kinds of things, then you're moving into Motec land. Motec, what is Motec? IQ? i2. That's what it is, not IQ. And running all those channels into a C125 dash to be able to log all of them, including the CAN bus and whatnot. On a 992 GT3 and a GT3 RS, that gets a little bit difficult because you can't get all the CAN data that you would want out of it because it doesn't run CAN data. It runs a most bus, which is a little bit more difficult. Anyway, that's a giant squirrel hole, but that would be what I would tell you to do. I would tell you to look at a Race Navigator. That's what we run. We like them. You can get them completely installed in the money. installed in money. Sorry, I just saw a dollar sign. Installed in the car and leave them in the car, but they also have a portable version that allows you to just plop it into the car. It just suction cups to the dashboard or the windshield, self-contained. Put your GPS sensor on the car or in your roll bar, and you're done. It's got a camera pointed at you, a camera pointed out, good to go. Yeah, RaceNav and B-Box are similar money. Yeah, anywho. I think a couple of the guys on here, I think Larry's running Race Navigator, has it all dialed in. I was going to ask Larry, where did you get that in your upper corner of your RaceNav, your best lap and your current lap to show in the upper right? I don't remember seeing that as one of the screens. Maybe that's a new one that they added. We'll be watching Super Lap Battle. Doesn't sound like we've got a lot of Porsches except for Matt. Yeah, the data systems are all pretty problematic. That's kind of generally the right thing to say. Unfortunately, they're all good, but yeah, not fantastic. We'll watch and support Matt on SLB this weekend. I'm going to be driving my fun car. Might even try and get out for a bike ride this weekend. First bike ride of the year. Last time I was on the bike was in November. So November last year. I got no more dance moves for this Friday. We didn't have a lot ready. Charles has been on vacation this week. Once we got the white car done, he was sayonara, bitches. Out enjoying spring break with his girls. And we'll be back at it hard on Monday and watch these cars progress as they get across the country. We'll have some more updates for you next week. We'll hopefully be finishing the... Oh, I did reach out to Ryan at Zebulon to get you guys a 9923RS Aero update as well. I agree with Ryan in this regard. So the car is so good to bring out something small and maybe not very meaningful would steal our own thunder by doing so. Meaning, when are we going to have dive planes? When are we going to have a gurney flap? When are we going to have a different... We're going to have the whole shebang probably at the same time. We're not going to try and sell little piddly bits that aren't going to materially move the needle for you. Likely, the plan is full new rear wing and end plates, full splitter, and then we'll see about some other things. We've talked about doing a big diffuser and a different exhaust, but we shall see. We shall see. And nobody freak out. Don't call me, hey, can I trade in my exhaust? I want this. None of this is all just talking right now. So everybody just chill. Sometimes Jamie's talking too much, but that's why you guys tune in, because I do. Larry likes it when I'm roasting on people, and then I get yelled at for roasting on people. And it's not right to do that in a public forum, although, you know. So yeah, I think that's about it. This will be a short one tonight. Everybody will get home early. I'll be able to get my hamburgers early. It's still gonna be light out. It's been light out for a while. Lightning round. Hit me with some questions real quick. We'll see if we can't get out of here. And if not, that's okay. You guys got a good question, we can hang out for a minute. Going once.
You got like 20 seconds for everyone seen it yet.
I got to use these today on my custom. This is like
Just love spicy Jamie. 4 stars. Ed likes cuddly Jamie, and I always hear about it from Ed that he doesn't like spicy Jamie. Favorite road to drive at Smokies? There are so many. The problem is remembering all their names. Honestly, Blood Mountain's really fun. Got to be careful with cyclist on Blood Mountain, but Blood Mountain's really fun. Hellbender is really fun. I think my absolute favorite, but we got to get up really early to do it or pray that no one's actually going on vacation, is the Blue Ridge Parkway. Because you can get flat cooking. What you got up? Is that Blue Ridge or is that Blood Mountain? Yeah, Blood Mountain. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I don't know what to play.
So good. So the nice thing about Blood Mountain is you go out and then you come back. you drive it twice. Go up, have lunch, come back.
Like I cleaned it once in a while after I installed my exhaust. Yeah, that's something.
Blue Ridge is super fast. That one, we'll have to see if we can get back to that little hill climb that you and yeah, the Charahola is also really fun. Charahola Skyway. I think the Charahola Skyway and the Blue Ridge Parkway, aren't they the same? Or sections of it the same? So, anyway, looking forward to Smokies. We'll have a lot of fun. We got. I'm not Rob. I'm typically a failure of the factory. You need to get the factory replacement. There's not, unless you're talking about a PASM failure. Then you can get a DSC box, but I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze, depending on what car we're talking about. So. Yeah, that little go path was pretty epic. That was pretty epic. All the way up, and then it like turned to gravel at the end, and we're all like, oh, gravel, turn around, go back the other way. Ted's bump drafting off the back of Seth's car. I'm like, I can't look. Can't. And of course, everyone, this was all happening well within the confines of the speed limit, because nobody driving a Porsche on these roads would ever risk going more than the speed limit, because that's illegal. Don't do that. Certainly don't do that. Don't do that. There you go. Anywho, we'll have to try and plan out some of our best hits, some of our good fun times. Oh, we're also going to be at Flat Rock Motorsports Park. I was talking to my friend Arby Lippman earlier today. He was out there. He is now a member. Oh, good. It doesn't turn left right after that. It keeps going right. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus.
So scary.
Yeah, this thing looks fast and sweepy and blind. It's like a really big ORP. Oh, nice. The blind hairpin has a wall after it. Lovely. Definitely need to watch this video a lot so that we can get, it's 3.5 miles. Should be pretty fun. Should be pretty fun. Jesus, that turn goes forever. He's flat in 5th gear. He needs our power package. He should be going faster. Is that a cup or a club? Oh, it's a club sport. That's why. You can see the dashboard. That's why it's slow. I'm like, that's not a cup car. Hey, Simon, we were just talking about you.
I like flat rocks.
I like flat rocks and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. So, anywho, for those of you who don't go to Smokies, you must go. You must. Brian, you must. You are on the East Coast. You must come to Smokies with us next year. You must. You have too many toys to not truck one down and join us for this. It is way too fun. It is a weekend that you will make lifelong friends at that do the same kind of stupid, childish shit as you do with cars. And it's great. And we get to raise a whole shitload of money for cystic fibrosis. Cheers.
Dang, yeah, that was.
Fibrosis. There you go. See? How about that? Yes.
That was pretty good.
Espialidocious and all that. So,
69.
yeah, version 69. And it was a lot more versions than 11, but we're just calling it 11 because we kind of stopped counting after that. We're like, fuck it. Just keep going until it fucking works and we're happy with it. Go. Oh, we're going to 3D print the internals? Ah, great. Okay. Throw it all away. Yes. Jamie does need a break. Jamie's fine. But I am going to take off. You guys want to hang out and chat amongst yourselves, you're welcome to. But we're going to bug out. Getting ready for Smokies for next year. Or this year. Anybody who wants to join for next year, let us know. We do have a little bit of wiggle room. We can get you that secret knock to get you in if you're not a Smokies regular, because you're a Dundon homie. You're part of La Familia. So yeah, I'm going to take off, go to the restaurante, get Justin home early on a Friday night, which will be a change. And you all have a wonderful weekend. If you can, get out and drive your car. If you can't, hug your wife and pet your dog. Have a whiskey. Do something fun. Watch Super Lap Battle and root for Matt.